Okay, we can start it. Hmm. Let's set up our environment. There is project, and we have blogger. Yesterday I only do a project live stream. Uh, I haven't solved any question. Let me one thing. Let me just set up my microphone. Oh no! I have this. Wait. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I think voice is now clear. Let me check. Okay, yes, it is clear. So our today's goal is to design the backend architecture for our project completely. Okay, so let me just open run our server, and we are going to just okay, and we have all this. We have upload kind of things, and we have I do have home, I do have login, sign up, everything we have. But now what I have to do is just to create a backend architecture. Okay, we have profile, login, sign up. We have to go for OAuth, Google OAuth. When we are going for login, there is a symbol of Google OAuth or Apple. And for registration, we are going for name, email, password, and confirm password. Only the name will be that key here. Okay, so we can go for home now. Here it is. Okay, everything. So what schema? Let's design the schema. So schema design करने के लिए we have to be like certain things. Okay, there is a drawing. There we have, and here we have my project. So what's the what's the structure? What will be the structure of our schema? So first schema will be users table. There will be user model. That user model we have certain kind of things like in user we have certain feature like create user and update, not update. Okay, update name or username. Okay, then we have delete user या account. Okay, create, update, delete, everything is clear. Okay, we have this kind of user for user table, and in user table this is our feature. And what will be the schema of user looks like? These are the operation on this user model. These are the operation. Okay, but what are the structure? Our structure will be, there will be name, there will be email id, that will be our key, because every email id needs to be unique. Okay, it will be the unique identifier. And then we will create a user name, unique uid. Okay, then we will create a unique user id to assign every user. Okay, uh, we have user password there. Okay, these are the structures. Okay, this will be the structure in our user table. Like we have structure में we have name, email, uid, password. Operations, create, update, update username or update name. Then there will be delete username. Okay, name. Okay, there will be the user function. Okay, and it's it's when we are authenticating, when user is creating, okay, and user can have like OAuth, then we will implement OAuth, okay. So it is later part. First we will going for this. After designing this, then we will go for OAuth. So remove OAuth here. We are just designing the basic structure. Then we have the blog, okay. Now we have the blogs. What will be the structure of blog looks like? Structure of blog. For example, there is a thumbnail URL of each blog, okay, in the database. Then there will be a blog title, okay. Then there will be a blog title, and then the content will be storing in file, okay. It will storing in file, okay. When we are storing, where we are storing is, we will discuss there, and there will be kind of URL of that file, maybe, or we, if the content is small, then we can store directly content into our database, okay. There will be a blog ID, okay, and there will be user ID, which user have posted this URL, and user ID, this user ID link with this schema to this, there is a relationship between this. Using this user ID will be work as foreign key. Now what we have is we have the title, we have the blog. On this blog, like likes, comments, there will be likes, okay, there will be only likes and shares, okay. Now we have blogs, we have user, that user have created those blogs, and the blogs are there, okay. This user ID has created this blog and this kind of a structure, thumbnail URL, we have title, we have content, that will be stored on MD file or maybe normal plain content, that will be our text, raw content, raw text, and there will be blog ID, its blog unique identifier, then our user ID, then likes and shares, and what will be the operations on these blogs. So on these blogs can be uploaded, new blog, and like new blog, and there will be update blog, and there will be delete operation. All these operations must be done by this user ID or maybe database administrator. All the other entity have not permit to do any kind of operation related to these blocks. So I think it is sufficient and necessary condition. We have title, we have blog, and now we have an important for comments. For comments we have its structures, like its structure will be new comment, okay, update comment, these are operations. For we have, first of all, we have comment ID, okay, which user have done this comment, like post this comment, and on which blog it is posted, okay. So there will be blog ID, okay. So now this comment is related to user that have created that comment, and on which blog it is created, okay. Now we have a thing like, if we reply to any comment, if we are going to reply any comment, okay, we will add this reply feature later, but now we only go for that user ID, blog ID, comment ID, and how we are handling the comment. Let me see, localhost, and we have blog, okay, it's blog. When we go down, there's a like and reply, so there are likes, so we have to store the likes on that comment, not liked by, just like on this comment, okay. And the blog is okay, and we have the user structure, then we have user name, email ID, operations, and any user any user can create a blog or it can read a blog. So for reading, uh, we uh, uh, we have an another we have an another we have an another that is like, or that is the blog that are add to favorites. So favorite blogs, we have favorite blog. It is a list of the blogs, that will be the list of the blog that is liked, or that is not okay. There will be liked or favorite. There is a difference between these two. If you are liking some blog, okay, that's fine. We need not to kind of mm, we need not to if I had liked a certain blog, then I have to remember now I have liked that blog, else I can like again. I can like again and again. So if a user is not remembering which post like which post he had liked in the past, means he can like again and again and again. So we have to go for liked blog. And certain kind of blogs that we are want to add into, for example, there's a blog post, we can share it, we can follow, we can like a bookmark. Okay, so there will be a bookmark, but bookmark is a feature of page. Okay, so the feature of page. Okay, but we can add to bookmark. Okay, let's keep it simple, and we are going to add we are going to like we are going to add these bookmarks. So we have a bookmarks. Okay, we have a bookmarks link, we have a liked, and the user is kind of name, email, uid. Okay, so there will be a blog. The structure is like thumbnail, url, title, content, url file, blog id, user id, likes, shares, and operations are new, delete, and update. Okay, now we have comment. The comment is structure, user id, and there will be comment, content of that comment, and then will be comment id, then will be user id, then will be blog id, and there will be like respected to this. Okay, let me see the schema of my previous project, so I have some idea. Okay, let's go for models. We have here models, and we have blog. These are the model of my previous. So I am storing the title, I am storing the body, that will be the content, and the cover image, that will be thumbnail kind of, and there is a created by. Okay, created by. So there will be user that created that blog. Okay, this is simple. Then we have comment, content of that comment, blog id, and created by. Okay, then we have user. So user have name, user has email, user has salt, that will be the pass. So that will be the salt that is used to create the password has, and there will be a profile pic of that user, and that will be a role of user. Listing it is a user or admin. Okay, we can create the rule for user and for admin. So we have to design the admin panel as well. Okay, we can design the admin panel. So we are keeping consideration user can be our name, email id, uuid, that will be provided by schema itself, password. Then there will be salt. Okay, that will be bookmarks, like, and we have a role type, role, user role, if it is a administrator or if it is a normal user. Okay, admin or normal. Then we operation, then we create. We can simply, the admin need not to, if my user is become to like, we can design a new schema for our admin. Okay, the role of admin will be different. Okay, so I'm not going to add the user role here. I'm just going to add the I'll create a new schema that will be the admin. So for admin, the structure of admin will be the structure will be name, okay, email for sure, UID for sure, and its password, that is, and we can okay, email ID. Then we have bookmarks. So did this admin ever require the bookmarks? No, we did not want this kind of structure there. We just want the email ID, password, which is a basic structure that is used here, and we can use the operations. Operations is like it will not able to create, but it will able to test how the uh, like operations are same, create, update, new. So let me think, let me search on ChatGPT which is better. Okay, uh, which is going to be better approach in designing backend, that user and admin user different schema or same with added flag user type. Which is the better approach for backend design, using different schema for user admin or using the same schema with user type flag? So recommended approach is same schema with role and user type flag. So we have ID, we have name, email, password, and then we have role, that will be the user or that will be the admin, and we require some permission and we require created. This is avoid duplication. Yes, it will avoid the duplication because 80 and 90% here. Okay, because duplication dry principle, because it will share as you can see these kind of things. Only the main difference will be some kind of permission that the admin will have, and all the operations and all the properties are like similar for this admin. So why we are wasting our, but wasting is not like that. We have only few admin will be there. If we want isolation, perfectly isolation, then we can create the new schema. For our this kind of project, we can use admin have completely different data. Admins are managed by a different system, very strict security isolation. Okay, when we require isolation, we can use this as admin ID, privilege, audit logs, these kind of things, user ID, order profile. This increase code complexity, authentic handle, and maintenance cost. Yes, this will we in future we can do this, but now for the same result we can use the flag. So we are creating our here role type, that will be a flag. Role type is admin or normal user. Okay, so we are not creating that different schema for this. So we have users, we have blocks, we have comments. Okay, now we have to add we have certain tags. Okay, so we have to create tags. Okay, we have to create certain tags. On those tags we have these kind of okay, we can use the tags. For the block there will be a category or tags. Tags will be the categories, those we are assigning while creating those like creating these kind of, and these tags will be appear here when we go for explore page. These are the tags which like I am talking about. These are the tags. So for these tags this should be on blocks. So we do we require the different table for these tags? Like I am going to search by tag, then how can we search? I am going to search the whole block, and whose tag value is this, just come out. Whose tag value is this, just come out. Whose tag value is this, just come out. Okay, Okay. This is our backend designing for user, for blog, and for comments. Anything I am, we have followers. So for users we have to add the follower, and we have following, for which we have followings and followers. And we have bookmarks share font. This is not required to, this is required for. And if I am going to anything that should be top creators, we will sort the users by their followers, then we can assign those top 3. We will not require any database for that. For this, do we require any payment transaction? Okay, yeah, we do require transactions. So we have to make another schema for these transactions. On those transactions we have the user ID, we have their date, like pack dates, pack details, okay, and their transaction ID. Yes, we have to design the transactions. For transactions we have to design another table, transactions. So we have transactions ID, transaction ID, and then we have user ID, which user have done this transaction, and we have pack ID, which pack and starting date. Okay, there will be a starting date, and I am using this pack, so we will require a core table that will be the plans, and we have plans ID, plans price, okay, and duration and price and its features. I think we will require this. So our schema is look like this. We have transactions, okay, transaction ID, transaction status, starting date in the transaction, plans ID, pack ID or plan ID, okay. Okay, here we have this kind of tables. Okay, there we will require this kind of table. Is it sufficient? Let me ask my Perplexity, not ChatGPT. I am designing, okay, in my project. Okay, in my project I do have users. For in my blog project, for users and blogs, and also there is a plans, okay, like different kind of subscription. Okay, then you have comments, okay, you have comments and follower, following, bookmark, and then we have likes, shares. And what are the feature of my this blog? We can comment here, we can okay, and newsletter, there will be newsletter subscription, newsletter subscription. Then we have pricing, we have, okay, a login user. Then we have anything that we are forgetting about, like let's go for different pages. We have blog page, it require we have creator name, creator date, reading time. Okay, it will according to the content, this will decide by us, and it will around bookmark, follow, share, we do not require this. Okay, I think this is it. We have comments, like, and we have the main content, and we have users, their roles and their operations, and I think this is it. Like, can you give overall abstract structure of abstract structure for models designing, not code for now. Okay, I have users and blocks. Okay, there will be user, purpose, identity and access, relationships, create blocks, follow users, likes and comment and bookmarks, blogs, subscriber and plans, subscribe plans or subscribe newsletter. Main content unit, users, creates blog, likes blog, bookmarks blog, comments blog, follow users, subscribe plan, subscribe newsletter. Blog has comment, like, share, bookmark. Why do comment has the bookmarks? This comment is bookmarked by, we have bookmark there, then why we need this comment as bookmark? For MongoDB, users and blogs. Okay, I have to take the screenshot of this. This is what I am thinking to design. This is what I am thinking to design. I do not want any redundancy in my model designing or schema designing, so everything should be minimal and sufficient. So we need to track about transactions for sure. We have plans, we have comments, and we have different tables. Solid first draft, this is a solid first draft. I'll do create 3 things: correct terminology, review design collection, suggest MongoDB best practice improvement. Okay, we will not require this. There will be key, there will be starting date, there will be plan plus price, plans price. Okay, there is a duplicacy. Okay, plan price. Okay, we do not want this. And there will be users, main identity. What you did right is name, email, password, role type. And bookmarks, liked, these are correct. Avoid storing followers and following arrays. Why? Avoid storing like and bookmark array. Why? Like, अगर मैंने उसे फॉलो किया है तो हाउ डू आई नो दैट इन फ्यूचर if I want to get certain post, then I need to know na the people which I had followed in past. ID, name, email, password, role type, created at, and status. What are about this status? Follower, bookmark, separate collections. Okay, separate collections. We have to make the follow. Acha, we have to make the table for the followers and following. Okay, this is the follower, this is the follower of this, this is the follower of this, this is the follower of this. I have to okay, ChatGPT is suggesting me to normalize this into like to divide into these into further tables for these things. The things are followers and following, you just create a new table that will be a follower following table. There will be user id that is following this user. Okay, there will be a list of user it is following, then there will be a list of it is following, it is following, it is following, it is following, it is following. Okay, so we can do this as well. Block id, blocks for we need id, title, slug, there will be I think data, thumbnail url, content. Why the slug? I am remembering vague. What the slug? What was the slug? I think I have added something slug in my user schema. We have blog.js. What is slug? Slug is kind of something I had studied this slug. Not this slug. Slug in slug is kind of data structure, or slug is a user. What is a slug? Okay, that's the slug. Human readable string that is uniquely identifies specific page. Okay, that's slug. That's a slug. Thumbnail URL, content URL, tags, author ID, visibility. There's a visibility, free, paid, private. Okay, likes count, share counts, comments counts, and created at. Okay, we have comments. Likes should not be boolean. And add a reply support. ID, blog ID, user ID, content ID, parent ID, parent comment ID, top level. Okay, this is likes count and created at. Okay, then we have plans, ID, name, price, duration, and features thing. Transaction, user ID, plan ID, start date, end date, status. But what about transaction ID? Okay, this is transaction, that will be user subscription ID, user ID, plan ID, start date, and one missing follower ID, following ID, and created at. Okay. How I am going to know that the follower of these things? How I am going to know follower ID and following ID? Likes, user ID, blog ID, created at, bookmarks, user ID, blog ID, bookmarks at, share, newsletter, subscription, newsletter, email, user ID, status. Why this? What is the status? I don't know about it. Final moment, mental clean code, users, blog, comment. Okay, I think we should go for this. This is better, normalized, and the minimal redundancy will be there. We have some kind of redundancy. That is liked. Every time we for like, I have to add the things into this. I have to fetch this bulky data set to change the single count. To change the single count, I have to use this bulky data set. And why I'm just using this count? I just use a different table that will be shorter in size, and okay, it will be the. So my database will be kind of name, user, blocks, transactions. But one thing is missing. Like, but how to handle transaction, as we aren't storing them? Then how to handle transaction in future, like refund, anything. Then so I have to create the transaction table as well. The status you must store. There will be transactions. Okay, user ID, parent ID, plan ID. User ID, plan ID, the amount, the currency. Okay, payment gateway, Stripe, PayPal, Razorpay, gateway transaction ID, status, success, failed, refunded, partially refunded, and type, payment or refund. And there will be a created and there will be a metadata. User subscription, user ID, plan ID, started, ended, status, and there will be last transaction. Can be updated safely. The user subscription it are designed above. Where is user subscription? Okay, here it is. So we have to design the schema. Okay, so we do have the three kind of. We have total how many databases? I think we have databases. So let's design our first schema. So here we have models that are working good. We have block.js, comment.js, user.js. Then we have a transactions.js. Then we have likes.js. Then we have comments.js. Then we have bookmark.js. Okay, then we have plans.js. Then we have user subscriptions.js. Okay, we have like, I do have blog. Okay, user, first of all user, then transaction, then subscriptions, then plans, then likes, comments. Okay, comment is already there, so we need not require this comment. So I'm going to delete this. Transaction, subscription, user, plans, likes, blog, and something that we are going to, कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो हम बोल रहे हैं. We have subscription, we have transaction, and we had users, newsletter subscriptions. Okay, we do have newsletter subscriptions. I do require a newsletter.js. So admin have a feature to send the mail of our newsletter of any new things to all the okay, we need not. Okay, newsletter shares. We don't require share, we just require only count, share count. I only require the share count. So blog ID, that is shared by that particular user ID. Okay, I just only required share. Okay, so we can modify according to our convenience. Share.js. Then we have bookmarks. I do already have bookmarks. Yes, bookmarks. I do have like, I do have follows. I do not have follow, so make a follow. follow.js। एक काम करता हूँ, मैं सबके आगे से एस हटा देता हूँ, या तो सबके आगे एक एस लगाओ या किसी के आगे एस मत लगाओ। ओके I do have plan we have comment and we have a comment and blog, we have comment user, we have blog, we have comment. Okay, we have designed all the schemas. Now we are going to design every schema. So first we are going to design the okay, I do have users. Let's first design the user.js. Before designing this user.js, let's design the uh, tables that are sorted. We have likes, follows, and okay, so there will be like schema is like going to be user id and blog id or date. User id, blog id, and just like created at, there will be only this schema. So how we are going to devise? So we have to import const schema and model require mongoose, and we are going to comment schema new mongoose. Okay, so first of all मैं थोड़ा इसे भूला पड़ा हूँ, so I have to revise all these things, MongoDB, how it's work, how these things are going to work, then I'm come back and I'll explain to you. So let's just quick make video देख लेता हूँ इसकी, and I'll start the streaming tomorrow. So I have to learn the certain things. Okay, so for today that's it.